politics has turned all the more gripping in recent days, with the Supreme Court revoking Election Commission's decision to recognize the unification of CPN-UML and Maoist Centre. In the face of the changed party status, Maoist Centre have begun preparations to hold discussions with major parties on the current political scenario and forge forthcoming strategies. Good morning, I am Bipashna Tamang and these are the headlines of the hour. Political parties expedite legworks to form the new government. Janata Samajwadi Party and CPN-UML discuss alliance. Maoist Centre begin discussions with Nepali Congress. The Election Commission officially scraps the unification of CPN-UML and Maoist Centre following Supreme Court's verdict, calls for party details to be amended. Buckingham Palace says the race issues raised by the Duke and Duchess of Sussex in the interview with Oprah Winfrey are concerning and taken very seriously. And no joy for Juventus as Sergio Oliveira's 115th minute goal sent Porto through on away goals in a stunning Champions League last 16 tie. Political parties have begun their homework to form a new government in the face of the Election Commission scrapping the unification between CPN-UML and Maoist Centre, forcing a change in the dynamics of the national politics. The Standing Committee meeting of the Maoist Centre held yesterday had decided to hold a dialogue giving first priority to Nepali Congress and Janata Samajwadi Party to form a new government. The meeting also decided to sit with the CPN-UML in this regard. Chairman of Maoist Centre Pushpakamal Dahal called on Nepali Congress President Sher Bahadur Deuba at Buranilkantha right after the party's Central Committee meeting. Sources say during the meeting, Nepali Congress President Deuba expressed his dissatisfaction over Chairman Dahal's indecision regarding withdrawing the party's support to the incumbent government. Chairman Dahal, in response, assured that the party would decide on the issue once Nepali Congress confirms its support to Maoist Centre in forming a new government. Meanwhile, it has been understood that the CPN-UML and Janata Samajwadi Party has formed an informal task force to work on forming a new government. Leaders Subhash Nembang, Vishnu Paudel and Rajan Bhattrai are representing CPN-UML in the task force, while Lakshman Lal Karna and Sarvendranath Shukla are representing Janata Samajwadi Party. The Election Commission has officially scrapped the Nepal Communist Party. The Commission took their decision after the Supreme Court on Sunday revoked the unification of CPN-UML and Maoist Centre, citing lack of proper procedure. The Commission has said CPN-UML and the Maoist Centre exist as two different parties. Likewise, the Election Commission has called for the two parties to amend their details. The Commission has directed the Sandhya Tiwari-led CPN-UML party to change its name. However, the party can keep the emblem of sun as its election symbol. The Gopal Kirati-led Maoist Centre, meanwhile, will need to change its name and election symbol. The Apex Court had overturned the Election Commission's decision to recognize the unification of the two parties into Nepal Communist Party. The Dahal Nepal faction that had emerged following the resolution of the lower house last December officially decided to split following the Supreme Court's verdict. Welcome back. Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli and cadres of his faction have expressed a delight now that they can return to their original party structure. However, Premier Oli's political journey, experts say, is likely to be challenging due to dissenting voices within the party. As soon as the Election Commission announced its decision, the Oli faction of CPN-UML rejoiced over the revival of the original party and installed boards and officers at the district level and party headquarters in the capital's Thumbarai. When CPN-UML and Maoist Centre emerged back in 2018, Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli had a clear two-thirds majority at the parliament. However, within 6 months, conflicts in the ruling party emerged, leading to protests against the premier. Following strong criticism from within his own party, Premier Oli introduced an ordinance on the Political Parties Act that would make it easier for parties to split. The ordinance had to be withdrawn following widespread criticism. Likewise, Prime Minister Oli invited more criticism after dissolving the House of Representatives on 28th of December. In the meantime, the Supreme Court's decision to revoke the unification of CPN-UML and Maoist Centre has compelled Madhav Kumar Nepal group to return to Premier Oli's faction, while Maoist Centre is attempting to unite with Janata Samajwadi Party. Premier Oli's faction has expressed confidence that the current government will continue. However, analysts say that the Prime Minister is bound to face added challenges from within the party and outside. In our Public Voice segment, we had asked the locals in Salyan what are the reasons for the rising corruption sectors ranging from political leadership to government bodies and social organizations. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Public Voice.
कडा कानुन नीति नियम नहुनाले अनि पावर ठुला मान्छेहरुले बनाउँदाले गर्दा हुन्छ
केही गर्लान् भनेर तलबाट के जनताहरुले माथि पठाए नेताहरु आफ्नै गोजी भर्नलाई मात्रै लागिरा हुन्छ
कानुनको दायरामा राख्न सक्यो भनेपछि चाहिँ अब भ्रष्टाचार हुने हैन अब आफ्नो गोजी भर्ने आफ्नो त्यही भ्रष्टाचारको गरेको पैसाले चाहिँ आफ्नो आफू चाहिँ धनी हुने भएको कारणले चाहिँ अब भ्रष्टाचार भइराको छ
Time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
And here's the question: why has the government's program to remove traditional roofs been ineffective? The options: option A, not on priority; option B, lack of coordination; and option C, impractical program. The voting is on. Type any WS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And that's all for the moment. Our next English bulletin will be at 11 this morning. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.